What's up, everybody? Welcome back to ACES Conference, the podcast. I'm your host, Justin Ascar, host of the ACES Conference and owner of Virtual Consulting Group. And with me always is my good friend, Tim from Seattle, who is going to have to get unmuted in order to talk, but we'll let it happen today. What's up, Tim?
Hey, Justin. How you doing? Thanks for letting me speak. I really appreciate it.
Once in a while, we let you out of the...
You let me out of the doghouse?
So ACES Conference 2021 is coming up soon. It is every Thursday in May. So it's 4 shows, 2.5 hours each show, 12 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 9 to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's 2.5 hours of your time every Thursday for 4 weeks. Make time for this because you can upgrade your business by learning the lessons that we have here. We have great speakers, we have great sponsors, and we have a guest today, which is actually one of our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to Brian Tolleson. I'm going to get it wrong. Tolleson.
All right.
He even told me how to say it. I got it wrong. From Loop Communications, who is a sponsor of ours. They were supposed to be at the 2020 show, but unfortunately, Rutabaga happened. But he will be with us at the 2021. Hello, Brian.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for that warm intro. We've been trying to get together since I guess 2019 when we first reached out. So
yeah, right after the Kansas City show. What's funny is we had you actually on the podcast leading up to 2020.
Right.
That never happened.
That was my business partner James. Yeah, so you had James on. So now you get one of each of us.
Now anyone listening can compare this to the episode from season 2 and see whether they like James better or you better.
Right. Well, I believe Tim was in Hawaii at the time.
I was in Hawaii.
Video issues, so it might have been an audio only episode. I believe.
Yeah.
Tim was having video issues. It sounds familiar.
It's Tim's at home. He's still having video issues. So want to just bring everybody up to date with what's going on. So Loop Communications is sponsoring the conference, but more importantly, Brian is going to be moderating one of our famous roundtable sessions. So every week in a different grouping, you'll get some of the attendees in your group, and Brian's going to be talking about how to find opportunities at your clients. I'm putting Brian on the spot here. What do you have in store? Like, should people be prepared? What do we think it's going to be like? How are you going to get people to talk? How are you going to get these answers from them? What are they going to learn?
Yeah, all great questions. So I'll give you a little background on us. So we are, obviously Loop Communications. We're a hosted voice over IP company. So I think that's why we're a good fit for this discussion because a lot of MSPs and IT consultants use VoIP or phone service as a way to grow their revenue outside of their primary bread and butter managed services. So I'd like to kind of get everyone together and see how everyone else, all the consultants. What else do they use to get revenue? How often, how many of them use VoIP? How successful are they at gaining revenue for existing customers? Do they use it as a way to get in, as a way to maintain the relationship? So I'd like to keep it open-ended. I'm particularly interested in how people grow their recurring revenue. I think, as IT consultants, that's clearly the way to grow your value, essentially creating a revenue stream for yourself that maintains itself so you can, reinvest and grow your business that way. So really, I want it to be two-way. I want to learn more about, how the Apple IT consultants operate, what they think about, and how we can fit in and help them out.
It's a great thing because not only is it VoIP, though, right? We talk about a lot of other opportunities that are available, right? There's dark web scanning, there's getting involved with their printers, there's getting involved with their networks, there's getting involved with their wiring. Tim, what are some things that you do over Creative Techs that you do other than IT consulting that gain you that other revenue streams?
Well, clearly I provide high quality cellular internet to myself here.
I told you to get Starlink.
I'm waiting. I'm signed up. I paid my money. I'm just waiting for him to send it to me.
Just call Elon.
Well, he's on my. I'll text him. Brian, I was wondering, do you have? And of course, don't give away all the secrets today, but I think one of the things where we struggle with that sales process is even just getting that conversation started with a customer.
Yeah.
So will you have some tools that you can be providing us to kind of help, like, conversation starters, like make it easier for us so that we kind of don't trip over ourselves all the time, and have some like go-tos, like, hey, aside from like, hey, what are you doing for phone service?
Right.
Like how,
no, that's a good question. And we see, our partners go a variety of different ways. A lot of the larger, more established ones will have regular business reviews, either quarterly or biannually. And they'll just go through a whole litany of services, and phone would be one of those options. Some of the smaller guys, it'll be more of a casual conversation, like you mentioned. Hey, let's talk about what you guys are doing for VoIP, or we noticed your auto attendant is not sounding too great, or your calls aren't being routed properly.
Right.
There's a couple of really good.
The IVR is sounding like
right.
You sound like from the Jetsons.
Right. The old computerized the voice. If people are moving, that's always a good opportunity. If they're growing, adding employees, a lot of times the older systems, they either reach their max limit, or they're so old that they can't even find someone to service it anymore. So people are literally dying off. So
I think this is a good opportunity. If you're a consultant and you go into the server room and there's an Avaya box in the back there,
right?
That's an opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, did you know that Avaya?
And I only say that until
like 4 years ago
sponsors ACES conference. Then it's fine.
Right. But we have a sales or a channel marketing manager, Sarah, who will also be in our roundtables. But she provides a lot of assets for our partners in terms of she'll like a whole social media guide to help if you guys wanted to post on Twitter or Facebook. We've got all sorts of different flyers and emails and stuff like that you guys can leverage as well.
I really like it when a vendor tries to help out in that respect. I've been seeing that a lot more with a couple of the vendors that we use and stuff like that, where they're trying to provide us the marketing materials, and some just stick our logo on their stuff and call it a day. Some will actually recolorize their stuff to fit our branding. I like that in a vendor, because it's one thing to just sell your service and then be done with it. But if the vendor is going that far, there's a reason they want to work with you. And for the consultant, it makes it easier for the sale, and you'll keep that relationship going, because, again, like I said, it's one thing to be like, oh, I have someone who needs phone service, someone call Brian and call it a day, walk away. It's another thing for me to remember every time I need phone service, how good my relationship is with Brian, and now my good relationship with Loop to do that, because you're helping me, you're giving me stuff to post on my social, you're giving me some content I can do in video. All of these topics will be covered at ACES Conference 2021 with all of our speakers.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Well done.
I sign up for this conference.
I'm getting real good at these segues. So Brian will be doing one of our the roundtables every week, every Thursday. The way it's gonna work is the attendees will be broken up into cohorts, and your cohort will go from roundtable session to roundtable session every week, and then during the week, whoever was moderating your roundtable session, so the week you have Brian and Sarah, they'll be in your private Slack channel. So you got to be in the ACES conference Slack to talk that week also. So if you don't want to speak up during the hour-long roundtable, that's fine. You have an entire week to talk, ask questions, find out more from the sponsors, find out more from your fellow consultants that are going to be there, and just have those conversations. And that's why we're here. We're all here to learn from one another.
Yeah.
This is the part where Tim says something cheery to tag on to what I said.
I just, I wish that I could, but I know that the quality of my production right now is terrible, and I'm not even sure if you can hear me. But I do want to say, if you're listening, if anybody can hear this, look, come to ACES 2021. We've got this. We've got a bunch of great speakers every Thursday. We kind of stopped and looked and said, where are we struggling with our businesses, and what can we do to make our businesses better, and kind of pinpointed speakers and topics for each of those things, and really brought in experts in those individual fields to teach us all, so that we can all learn, not just me. So I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to share the things that we've been learning. And so this is great. And, I know that every year the roundtables are good, and people learn so much from the roundtables and get to create and help their peers problem solve. So it's going to be so much fun to have this and to just kind of knock it out in bite-sized chunks. So you can do a little bit on Thursday and then come back a week later and do a little bit more is good. I think it'll be a good way to do it and not just kind of take you out of your business. So I'm excited for this. Yeah.
Brian, how can people get in touch with you before the conference?
Yeah, so I'm on the Slack. I'm not super active on it, but if you ping me using my username or whatever, I'll get an alert. You can also just reach out to me at partners@loopcommunications.com. That'll go to me and James. So if you have more generic questions about partnership, or have some ideas about the roundtable or other revenue opportunities and want to discuss something, I'm certainly open to feedback and would love to get your input.
And if you don't talk to Brian beforehand, you'll get to meet him at ACES Conference 2021. Tickets are on sale at acesconf.com. That's ACESCONF.com. Register today. The first 100 registrants at $2.99 a ticket will get our gift box. There's going to be goodies in there. There's going to be special things in there. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but there's going to be good stuff in there. I promise. It's going to be awesome. So register today at acesconf.com. You'll get to see me, you get to see Tim, you get to see Brian, you get to see your friends, you get to see all our other sponsors, our amazing speakers. Stop listening to me and go register. Go to the website right now, unless you're home. If you're in your car, pull over. But if you're home, open up Safari, open up Chrome, go to www.acesconf.com, register today, and we'll see you every Thursday in May for the conference. I'm excited. Brian, I know you're excited. Tim, are you excited?
I am so excited. I can
now we cut into that Saved by the Bell clip where Jesse is like, I'm so excited. I'm so scared. All right. That's all I have. Brian, thanks so much for being here. Bye, Tim.
All right. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.